Here are 5 ways to hurt a narcissist forever in a way that will hurt them the same way that they've hurt you. All right. Number one is set boundaries. Set boundaries. I know you guys have heard this before, but you've got to do it. You've got to set a boundary. The first thing you've got to do is put that invisible boundary down around you and then set a boundary against them. They thrive on manipulation. They thrive on control. They thrive on pushing boundaries. They want to see how far they can go. They've been controlling you. They've been manipulating you. They've been conditioning you from the beginning. That was what that love bombing was all about. It's crucial to start establishing those clear boundaries. And I know you're like thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do it. But if you just even do one small thing, but first thing you do is, I always say, step 1, don't run. Step 2, make a U-turn. Step 3, break free. So you're just like completely righting a ship. You're like turning it all around 180 degrees. So the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to say, you know what? I deserve respect. I deserve respect. I deserve honor. I deserve to be valued, honored, respected, and I don't care who they are. And you can start seeing them as if they are a toddler having a tantrum on the floor. And you can start just looking at them and start observing their behavior to them. And you can say, I can see that you are upset. It's crucial to establish clear boundaries. It's not about restricting others. It's about honoring your own needs. Boundaries are something that they have created, because you wouldn't have needed to put the boundary up if they didn't behave in a certain way. So you don't need to feel guilty about it. You don't need to have an explanation about it. You don't need to say anything about it. You don't need to have any kind of like, oh, I feel bad about this. No. I wrote about this extensively in my book, Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that now. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, because it's really important that you honor your own needs. And I had to do this myself when I first separated from a business partner. When I threw up my own boundaries, I blocked every single person on social media, all the minions, all the third parties, everybody that the person knew, because I needed to protect me. I needed to protect my own soul, my own sanity. I didn't want to see what other people were doing. This is because I needed to have peace. I needed to heal. And that's what you need to do. And if somebody is undermining you, then setting that boundary and calmly asserting your value and saying, I don't find this behavior to be acceptable to me, and saying it in a calm tone, a rational tone, and even taking your tone lower. When their tone goes higher and you take your tone lower, that makes a huge difference, because the more their tone goes higher and higher and higher, that takes the intensity of the conversation to be more intense. That helps you reclaim your power and establishes a precedent for respectful conversation and respectful interaction as well. So that helps you set boundaries also. The next one is that gray rock method. Gray rock, that means you just turn into a gray rock. It's like so boring. You're just so boring. I remember doing this before I even knew the name of a gray rock. I would just be like, yeah. I would be doing this with a particular family member that we have, where I would just be so emotionally like barren. Yeah. Give them nothing. They're constantly trying to get a rise out of you. And you just, oh, that's interesting. And so even when they say something that's super inflammatory, instead of being, oh my gosh, why would you say that? You could just get curious. Instead, you could just get curious. You'd be like, oh, that's interesting. Why would you say that? Saying almost like you're an explorer. Like, when you approach things almost like an explorer, you kind of actually get more information out of them sometimes, but sometimes you actually just diffuse the situation, and it robs them of that power over you, because they're trying to suck you in. They go fishing and they're trying to pull you in. They're baiting you to pull you in. And the next one is assertive communication. Assertive, not aggressive. Assertive, not aggressive. So assertive means that you're just kind of going to the line, but you're asserting your power. Aggressive means you're going over. Assertive, not aggressive. Powerful tool in your arsenal, and it's expressing your needs and your wishes in a confident manner, but without being over the line with teeth. When you do that, when you go over the line and you're with teeth, then that other person feels like, oh, I got to pull back or I got to push over, and you're pushing, pushing, pushing. But when you say, this is what I am requesting, and here's why, here's the supporting documentation, then it's a communication technique. Now, when you're dealing with a high conflict personality, just your being can sometimes be cause for the person to feel defensive, but being assertive using I statements, using active listening, saying, I hear you, I understand your position, using empathetic tones, things like that often fosters an atmosphere of mutual respect, and definitely often encourages that healthy communication. If you hear me so far, put I hear you in the comments. Put I hear you in the comments. Next one is detaching emotionally. Detaching emotionally. And this is really crucial when you are dealing with narcissists. And this is sort of like gray rock, but this is really when you're just pretty much where I say you become like a reporter reporting the news. This is where you really are just observing, not absorbing. You know that their manipulation is trying to provoke that emotional reaction out of you. And as long as they're getting that supply source from you, they're going to never leave you alone. And so by completely detaching and just, oh, I see that the ball went right past me there, it becomes so uninteresting. You just become so uninteresting. The more you can take your communication to that one word level, or your text or whatever, as little as possible, that will help you. And by the way, I have phrases for disarming narcissists, which you can get at disarmthenarc.com. I highly recommend that you get those, because that will help you with crafting your responses in text or email, or even in person. The next one, the last one, is self-care and support. Self-care and support. This will definitely disarm that narcissist, because the more that you become independent, the more that you become the person who respects themselves, a person who has your own worth, the less interesting that you will be, because they look for those channels. They look for those places of vulnerability. They look for where they can get in. And if you don't have those little channels of vulnerability, those spots where they can get in, okay, I can't get in anywhere. There's no opening. It's like a shark with blood in the water. There's no spot. Imagine navigating a tumultuous relationship with a narcissistic parent, and by prioritizing self-care activities such as journaling, exercise and therapy, you nurture your emotional resilience and cultivate a sense of inner strength, and you surround yourself with a supportive network. And then professionals provide validation and encouragement on your own healing journey. And then you don't need that other person anymore. And that's what you get when you have a community around you. I recommend that you join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, for that exact reason. Okay, because you don't want to try to be doing this alone. And I recommend that you subscribe here and hit the notification bell on this channel for that exact same reason. All right, so there you have it. 5 empowering strategies to disarm the narcissist. Remember that reclaiming your power starts right now. And if you found value in this today, I recommend that you like this video, share this video for other people as well on your social media channels or wherever it is that you share videos. If you haven't gotten Disarm the Narc phrases for more tools in your toolbox, make sure you do that now. You can click the link below in the description and get them as well. So, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. So your engagement fuels our journey toward empowerment as well. The next video I want you to watch is ways that hurt a narcissist forever, ways that hurt a narcissist forever. I will see you there. And remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I know that you know that they only win if you give in, and there's no reason to do that because you have support right here and so much around you. All right. So I will see you in that next video. Shopify helps millions sell billions around the world through their digital courses, through their digital products at the touch of a button on their smartphones, on social media, however they want, including me. At shop.rebeccazung.com, you can access your store from all over the world, just the touch of a button from your smartphones. Start accepting payments. Everything you need to sell online, manage orders, and develop relationships in one place and look fabulous doing it. Shopify is the commerce platform that is revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide, including my own, at shop.rebeccazung.com. So right now, what you need to do is sign up for a $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/bestlife, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/bestlife to take your retail business to the next level today. Shopify.com/bestlife.